Welcome back to the Max Dash Podcast. Thank you for listening, liking, and sharing. I'm your host, Steve. We're back. Nate.
We're back.
Mark.
It's been a minute.
It's August 14th. Yeah, admittedly, I never changed it when you told me for Friday. So it was half my fault and then half the people.
There's always
scheduled.
something going on.
Yeah.
I think the last time we recorded, Steve told me to hold him accountable to publishing every 2 weeks.
Dude.
And I don't think we met since then.
Yeah.
I've been focusing on other projects we can't talk about.
Big stuff. Big news.
I love we at. Wait, let's do a shout to Seven Brew. All right, let's do Max Your Dash moments. If you're new here, why doesn't someone else explain what a Max Your Dash moment is for the first time?
Go, Mark.
What would you say Max Your Dash moment is, Mark?
I can't remember your script. If you're new,
If you're new here,
a thing that you do, a thing that you purchase.
what do you
that
say to
gives
your
you
client?
true joy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Just
It's a
anything
time.
that made you happy.
A moment that you
Anything that
felt
made you
true joy.
Yep. And what is the dash? Where is it?
What?
What is it?
The dash?
Yeah.
It's the dash between the year that you were born and the year you die.
Mm-hmm.
But now I get time to think of my moment. You distracted
Yeah.
me. I was thinking.
I'll go.
Go.
I'll fly.
You don't even know yours.
No, we did a family vacation on Cuca Lake with my wife's family. Brought the boat out first time in like 2 years, and it was.
I think you sold that thing.
I'm close. Actually, I met a guy last night who might want to buy it, but it was awesome. It was awesome.
Is it a Bayliner?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I told someone about you trying to sell your boat. It was also selling
What's a
Bayliner.
Bayliner?
It's just a
The
brand.
type of boat?
But we did. I've never been the captain of a boat doing jet skiing or whatever, or not jet skiing, water skiing.
Yeah.
And we did that, and it was so fun to watch.
Captain of the boat.
Just hammer down, and then
Who had water skis?
they had them at the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice little family get together. All right. Well, mine is. This is. I'm more of like a little thing type of guy when I'm doing these moments. But I've been buying coffee not at my house, and it is like, dude, it's something about going out and getting the coffee. There's something about it. Like I'm excited. Like I'm driving. I'm like, when I'm coming into the office and I know I'm going to pick up a coffee before I go, I'm like, all right, this isn't too bad.
What is it about coffee that is like, for a lot of people, including myself, it's just like a special part of the day?
Yeah, dude, it's like, I don't know. It's like a culture thing.
Oh, I mean, you can't. How do you even start your day without it?
Dude, I know people who don't drink it.
I know, and I want to be that person, but it seems like so impossible to get there.
To what?
Like, there are people that have just as much energy or more without having coffee. How is it possible?
Wait,
They're liars.
They're liars.
Yeah.
But
But I want to comment on this: the buying of coffee. I actually hate doing it. I like making it. I like making it here, making it at home.
I never buy it though. That's what I'm saying is like it feels even more special because I never go out and buy coffee, unlike Adam, who they have like literally a coffee budget. But I think that's why it makes
a special thing. It's a
Yeah.
special treat.
exactly. So it feels like a little bit more special. I am curious though. What's your guys' rating of this? Shout out Seven Brew, Webster, New York.
Before I do that, what's your joy score on 7 Brew purchases?
10. I feel great right now. Like this is like a great purchase for me. I do not regret it. It does not going to bring me long-term fulfillment, but it's just the little things like this that you get excited for.
I like it.
Wait, would you give it a 7?
No, I give it a 10. I like their coffee.
I'm gonna say for not a rookie score, I'm gonna go 8.7.
Wow.
So this is my first ever iced Americano. So I don't have anything to benchmark.
Really?
against. I've never had an iced Americano. So I feel like this is not fair. But I was going to give it like a 7.2.
Whoa.
Okay.
But I don't know.
7.2
What am
for
I
7 Brew?
comparing it to?
Well, maybe you need to do that.
May have more iced
I gotta go
Americanos.
pay for that then.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Mark?
Air show this past
Ooh.
weekend. Dude, that's really hard to beat the Thunderbirds, man. They are.
I've never done it.
I really don't know how you can watch the Thunderbirds and not love America afterwards. it is
America.
Unbelievable. And like they're not even. So there was a jet that went before them. I don't even remember what kind it was. It was a pretty big jet, but they're not even going close to as fast as they can. Like not even close. They're not allowed to break the sound barrier here anymore.
Are the Thunderbirds like go all over the place, like all over the country?
Yeah. So they come here every other year. They're part of the Air Force. Blue Angels is Navy.
Why do you know so much about this?
Last year, the Italian Air Show came here. They're you gotta go. You just gotta go. Only thing I would say is
I would love it. I bet.
I don't understand. Like sitting there all day would be really difficult.
Yeah.
Like, we are in Lindsay's mom's backyard, so you don't get the whole show. That's disclosure. I don't get the whole show, but like sitting there all day has got to be brutal. But
do you
do
have
get
to
go up.
Why do you?
No, but you can.
But
go,
people do that.
Like, you can go up and like see the jets up close. But
nice.
man, it is cool, man. It shakes you. It's insane.
This is why I try to text you. Sometimes I'll text you on the weekends to see what you're doing.
How come you don't ever text me on the weekend?
That's a good point. I don't know. I
Steve
don't.
asked, I think because you know the answer already. It's
But I want to know what you're doing.
Do you actually want to know, or are you,
That's why I did. Why else would I text
Well, you
you?
might be saying, "Hey, I want to hang out," but you actually know already that I can't.
I want to
Steve
just
doesn't
hang out
text
with
me
you.
because he's like, I don't want to hear about how you're on your tractor going mowing some
But
field.
I should. What's weird though is because the end goal is for like I text Mark and the off chance me and him can go to a bar, which will never happen. But that would be
happen. It
that'd be
usually
so
happens, like,
easy
once
with
a year.
you. Like
You
if I
guys
was
should
like
do that.
if I was like Nate, let's go to a bar tomorrow. Like you're way easier to do that with than Mark.
Really? I feel
Because
like Mark-
yeah, but Mark can't.
But I
He's
feel like we
he's
do.
chained to the ground.
I feel like we do once a year, roughly.
I mean, you,
Yeah. Well, maybe not just me and you, but yeah.
dude. No, last time we used to do that literally twice a week, every week for so long.
Yeah, that's true.
But you would be easier to do that because you just be like, "Hey, Nicole, I'm leaving."
All right, let's get to the topic.
All right. Talk about the markets. It is August 14th. This is a good update. I mean, we're still at war, and markets are doing great. The S&P is up year to date 14%.
Is it at all-time highs right now?
Yep.
Close it. Yep, 7,800 right now.
Yep. And then QQQ, which is the
I don't think the
essentially
Nasdaq's at an all-time high. Is it?
it's not. The QQQ is up 19%.
Year to date.
Shout out AI. Yep. So the market's doing really well. I think this is a good opportunity for us to say, like, why is the market doing so well, even though like there's some bad sentiment in the market? And this is like interesting in my mind too, is like, especially with the news of like clickbait and Twitter and everything, is like bad news just sells. So even if like there's good stuff going on, I feel like there's always going to be bad headlines. But like geopolitical conflict, that's big right now. And stuff like that. And the Fed isn't like crazy cutting rates. So it's not like we're in a euphoria economic situation. You know, people are still feeling stuff is expensive. So why is the market still doing really well? And I think the first thing to say is like corporate earnings with AI is really making the market run right now.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, there's nothing you can't. Those are just facts that are happening.
Yeah.
Earnings.
Yeah, the earnings are leading all of this, but it's funny because like I think people are still, and myself included, wondering when this is going to stop, and so you get kind of some panic selling leading into earnings season, and we just saw it. There was other things that happened. There was a pretty bad margin call that happened, and I think a hedge fund completely got bought out by Citadel, but. I think like leading into earnings seasons, people they're waiting for that NVIDIA call, which is next week, where they say where they are projecting or forecasting lower earnings or lower sales or whatever it is, and it's not happening. And so then people get caught in this trap, but they already sold, and the market just rips really, really fast, really, really fast. And I mean, it was getting pretty bad there at the end of July. July felt like it was a terrible month, and it turned out it was not. It was like basically kind of flat.
Yeah.
It's wild how it's what is the market average since 2020? 15%?
It's a lot, yeah.
Like well over the long-term average. It's just been it's a crazy bull market.
Yeah. I saw a tweet yesterday. It was like, all right, guys, what headline can we do to make the market crash so we can all get in at lower prices?
Well, so like at what point do we start saying that these valuations are not elevated? Like maybe
I think that
we can't anymore with AI. You
Well,
can't say the valuations because you can't really accurately estimate future cash flows for these tech companies anymore because you don't know how profitable AI is going to be because of like the unknowables around it. You know what I mean? And we haven't, I don't think have seen you've said this before, the trickle down effects of like, how is this actually going to affect like corporate efficiency and earnings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We haven't really like seen that. This is all just based off of like
more higher earnings.
That's what I'm
I think
thinking.
that's what we're
100%.
gonna see.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
So I think it's this AI is a massive structural change and it's going to create growth like nothing ever, like bigger than the internet ever did. And by the way, and then there's like there's other improvements that are going to be coming that we aren't even like talking about yet, like robotics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all this, like that's going to be a whole nother wave.
Yeah.
So it's like, my prediction would be that everything's cheap right now.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It is an interesting way to think about it like that.
What's the 30-year average PE on the S&P? Because that when everyone says stocks are expensive, that's what they're comparing it to.
30-year average, 17.2 times, and we're at 19.
So wow,
it's
not
not
even
not even expensive. But I just don't think that the 30-year average is reliable anymore.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's using typical tech companies, what they did like in the last, like
30 years ago.
2 years,
What
that's
was
completely changed.
AOL was a tech company 30
Right.
years ago. Well, what was a tech company?
What was
30
the
years ago?
PE ratios at like the .com bubble?
I don't know.
But that was actually like,
Is it on there?
wait, so are you guys saying you don't think PE ratios are relevant?
no, they are, but I don't know how relevant anymore because can stuff truly be expensive if you can't really forecast out what, like you're saying, like the AI and what this is going to do for businesses is so unforeseeable from a standpoint of just cash flows and how much more efficient businesses are going to be is like, is the traditional this company expensive really is this company expensive
Yeah, but
anymore?
are people saying this company is expensive because they're looking at their PE ratio, or are they saying it because they're looking at their price? Or you're looking at like the S&P 500 cracks 7,800. People, I think, are more so thinking like, wow, this thing just keeps going up, but they're not actually talking about PE ratios. You see what I'm saying?
They don't know.
Because like I think the price to earnings ratio still matters and probably is relevant to even 30 years ago. What's hard to predict is what are earnings going to be, but the price multiple to earnings still, I don't think like all of a sudden companies go to 30 times because of AI, but earnings are going to grow massively. Therefore, the price, the actual, what it costs you to go buy one share of that company is going to be higher than anything ever before.
Yeah.
But their PE ratio might actually be the same as 30 years ago.
I would say that all tech companies right now are cheap. Like big tech companies, in my mind, just like how you said right now, that's how I view it from AI. And it really comes into like, do you believe in like AI and the kind of stuff that's going on with businesses right now is real or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is fundamentally the baseline is wrong. Like when not individual investors, when economists say stocks are expensive, they are comparing it to the 30-year PE average. They should be looking probably more at like the last 10 to 15 years. I think things are just so different than what they were before. The earnings have never been this high. They've never grown this fast.
Right.
And so multiples are going to be higher. So when we're looking at like the forward projected 1 year and 5 year returns, it's based off of historical PEs. I think that they're wrong. So that's saying based on historical valuations where the PE's at today, 1 year forward returns 10%, 5 year 5%.
Meaning they think that we'll get 5% returns in 5 years.
Yes, because of where historically where PEs are.
That's wrong.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like,
but price to earnings ratio. This is a question: is it off of trailing 12-month earnings?
These are forward.
The PE ratio though, is calculated off of forward earnings, or
right now they are. Yeah. So we're looking at forward PE. You can do either way, trailing or forward.
But when somebody looks at what's the PE ratio of NVIDIA, is it going off of
forward?
They're going forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So the problem is no one can predict what earnings are actually going to be because of how accelerated the growth is that we're having.
Yeah.
I think this is another feather in the cap for why I don't think that the market is expensive is because of the broadening out and it's not so concentrated in the Mag 7. Yeah. So in 2026 year to date, the return for the S&P 500 has been 9%. The S&P 493, taking out the Mag 7, is 12%. So the return share is 18%. The Mag 7 is carrying around 18%.
What's its contribution?
I don't know if it says that. This is it's 5%, but its return share is 18.
Okay, yeah. So they're up 5% year to date.
Yep.
And its contribution to the total return is 18%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the return share is in past years 46%, 55%, 63%. So essentially, the Mag 7, those 7 companies have propped up the market for the last like 4 years. Mm-hmm. And
but
this year it's not. The market is broadening out.
Doing and mid caps
really good.
That's
so that was the thing. I think I was talking to you about this. Early on this year, I was thinking, I'm like, because we're seeing the impact of AI on our business. Like every day we're using it, and we joke like, how did we even do work 2 years ago? All of these companies are going to benefit so much from AI.
Yeah,
like it made so much sense to me, like that small caps should do really well because of AI.
Well, the thing that would hold small caps back is interest rates,
which now it looks like, and that's an important thing we need to talk about.
They're probably not going higher. They made it through the highest point,
and CPI just came out low.
Yeah. So
and wasn't there some somewhat concerning labor data recently that might cause the Fed to not, like the Fed went from on polymarket, it's going to height rate like 90%.
They just don't need to cut right now. I think the thing is like they don't.
But they were going to hike.
Yeah, they were going
to hike.
And now it's more likely that they would cut than hike.
It's job loss.
Right.
Yeah. I just think they want to keep the lever there, and they don't want to like it's kind of hard to unwind the position regardless, and the expectation. Like, the market, we'll see if they end up hiking or cutting. It'll tell the market a certain thing. So I think they're just holding steady, which I like.
This is not factual at all, but I kind of think that, so they're not providing guidance anymore. I kind of think they want to see what the market says before a Fed meeting and then make their decision on what's going to cause panic. Like, this is probably not true, but like, do they just look at, hey, the market says we're going to cut, or the market says we're going to hike, we better do that?
No.
Or stay the same.
I hope they don't do that.
You would hope, but like, there's no guidance anymore. So they're not putting their skin in the, skin in the game.
But if we follow the age old, when there's euphoria in the market run, it feels like there's euphoria around AI.
Go on X right now and find Peter Maluk just did a tweet the other day about how if you bought at all-time highs, you've outperformed like any other day in the market or something.
Yeah,
because that's an interesting thing to talk about.
You know what I'm saying, though? Do you think there's euphoria in the market because of AI right now?
Euphoria?
Yeah. Dude, the market's up 19%. Like, that's good.
This is kind of crazy. This is going back a while. This is going back to September 1st, September of 1998. Forward returns investing at an all-time high. 1 year, 13.6 versus all other time periods of 12. Forward returns on the 3 year investing at all-time highs, 46% versus 40. 5 years investing at all-time high, 82% compared to 74%.
Unreal.
It doesn't matter when you buy.
Just
as long as you buy.
Always
but
be buying.
That's the hardest part. People sell.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're a loser.
Yep. Also interesting, like 10-year horizon on stock markets, S&P investing back to 1928, 94% of the time you're positive, 98% over 15 years, 100% of the time over 20 years. If you aren't touching money for 20 years or a portion of your portfolio for 20 years, you need to have that in stocks. So that tells you.
Crazy.
I love that you call it X.
It's hard to call it X.
Yeah. Did you just send out an X or tweet?
What do you say?
Yeah.
What is like? It's not a tweet.
Now I like this metric, and we talk about this, is consumer confidence. I think if you're an investor and you learn this skill and how it actually is like true, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Like, this has played out so much. When the market is feeling really, really, like when consumer confidence is high and people are feeling good, the market does bad, which is what you would think of the opposite. So
what else happens when consumers are confident, though? There's also record low volatility.
Right.
You see the VIX just plummets. And every time after the VIX plummets.
So where are we at right now? July.
We're on the way up.
Yeah, we're on the way up. But
way up,
in
meaning
June,
Consumer confidence is going up.
is going up.
yep, June we were at 17% consumer confidence. I don't know what these numbers are, but I'm just going to tell you that.
How do they
averages.
get this?
I don't know. They probably
Probably
call
survey.
people's home phones.
A survey to 100,000
Landlines.
Don't ask that question. So we do 17. The average, the average is like 80.
Yeah.
Is 80. And we aren't even close to the
Where
average.
are we at right now?
So people are feeling crappy. As of July,
Wait,
we're at,
so people are feeling crappy, but it's going up.
compared to the average.
it's
Yeah.
off the
Huge spike. Huge spike.
So that
In
would
June,
say
it was,
we're
it
in
was,
a bull market.
So just
if
to
you were
give
going
you,
off of that.
June was the lowest sentiment
June was
on this list, dating back to 1975. June
Attributed
was
to
the
what?
lowest
Like
sentiment.
inflation,
Everything.
probably the war.
Yep.
How many years does that go back, Steve? To what year?
71.
So, what are the forward returns at consumer sentiment troughs? Top left.
4.8.
Do you just like,
Nine
sit
sentiment
on your
troughs,
couch and read
24.1?
the Guide to the Markets every week?
I'm there a lot. Yeah.
Like in 2020, when sentiment was that low, the subsequent return was 43%.
Yeah, just look at the averages. So when you're investing at consumer sentiment trough, so when they
Oh, it troughs
are
24%.
feeling worse, the average of return is 24%. Now peaks when
4%.
When they're feeling the best, the forward return is 4% on average.
And just to be clear, it is low. Like people,
it's still low right
Yes.
now, but it's on its way up.
Yep.
So if there's like two things that there's no way to predict what's going to happen in the markets, but if there's two things that have shown some signs that you can count on it,
This in the
it's
labor market?
confidence and VIX.
In the VIX, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and if people have jobs.
Mhm.
what's the what? Isn't there like a fear and greed index that like
Yeah,
Sienna?
it's kind of like that. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
What's
like
that at
in,
right
in
now?
January of 2000, I mean, the sentiment was crazy. This is the highest it's ever been.
Yeah.
That January, the market was down 2%. It's crazy. So, we're not telling you confidence is low. It's going up, but confidence is low, which just seems weird. Like, does it seem like that? Are people scared?
It just means that people like pile into markets
Yeah.
after they're already like they've already kind of had their peak and they're gonna roll over.
Yeah.
They roll over, confidence tanks, and then people are selling that whole way down. And then the smart money comes in, they buy at the bottom.
Smart money. Speaking of spark money, Berkshire Hathaway just bought a bunch of stock, but
usually-
Michael Burry,
Yeah,
he says he's kind of been wrong.
He's been wrong a lot
He's
since
trying to
that
be-
time.
Yeah.
He was right.
He's trying so hard to be right.
He
again.
did say there was an
CNN
AI
Fear
bubble.
and Greed
though.
Index has us in greed mode right now.
Uh-oh.
It says greed for the last
Well, the market's at
month,
19%.
for the last week, but a month ago it was in fear.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I still think it's
It would say that we're in extreme greed.
I mean, at some point we're gonna have it's not a bubble from a standpoint of like the 2000.com, but at some point we're gonna have a pullback.
Yeah.
Like earnings are gonna keep crushing. Maybe they will, but I feel like
They'll moderate.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like but like people will sell. These companies are still going to be doing really well, but there will be some selling for sure.
yeah.
But those are just corrections to a healthy level, and that's what we just went through over the last couple of weeks, and now look, we're at all-time highs. People were panicking 2 weeks ago.
Right.
2 weeks ago, we're at all-time highs now.
I don't want to make this too long. I just wanted to do like an update. Is there anything else that you guys want to do? Because I have some fun stuff that I want to go over with this. But like, is there any like other specific stuff you want to go over with that? I just wanted to talk about like market update because the war is still going on. There's some geopolitical conflicts. There's always something socially going on in the country. But markets are doing really well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that investors, again, smart money, again, institutional money, definitely are banking on this war not lasting a whole lot longer. Like, that could cause some real problems here. Like if we're a year from now still in the same point we're at today, I don't think the market's going to be looking so hot in that period of time. But
Why?
long term should be fine because I think that people will start freaking out. Like that's where we're going to, if inflation's reinflation happens and it lasts longer,
If I keep buying these 7 brews, inflation is gonna.
you need to stop. One a week.
Yeah, we're trying to like
We're gonna keep inflation
budgeting cleanse.
Like a lot of it too. Like I think the consumer confidence thing is like to do with gas prices. Oddly enough, And it's not like, you go from, if
It makes sense. I mean, it impacts everybody every day.
it does, but if you got a 20 gallon tank and you're paying $3 a gallon, you're paying $60. If it's $4 a gallon, you're paying $80. Did that $20 really change your life? Is it that big of a deal?
For some people.
For some people, yes,
Yeah.
but most people,
Yeah, but it's just like you would be definitely.
I would.
Yeah.
I had to go fill my 5 gallon gas tank
For your
my
lawnmower?
and it was like, whatever, $25. I was shocked. It pissed me off.
What are you laughing at?
Okay. Are you done with the
Yeah,
more formal stuff? Okay. All right. I just want to get your guys' take on some of this because I think it's funny. According to ExecSum, wealthy parents are paying $6,500 for SEC sorority rush coaches.
What the hell does
Before I even
What does that mean?
before I even go on, was that English to you guys?
No.
Do you know what
The SEC, did you say?
Do you know what
Securities and Exchange Commission?
No, do you know what sorority rush is?
No.
You know what a sorority is?
Yes.
You know when you rush a fraternity
Okay,
or sorority, like you're
yeah.
trying to get in.
Yeah.
That is like current
Like from
season
old
right
school.
now is Greek
Like from old school.
old.
You ever
This
seen
like-
Old School?
No, it's old school.
Great movie.
You're kidding me right now. You've never seen Old School.
No.
That has to be on your plans this weekend.
Old school?
You have
It's
to
so
watch
good.
Old School.
Is it?
Yeah.
You've seen
It's-
it?
yeah,
This
you
is
hate
Will,
Will
Ferrell
Ferrell.
in its prime.
I hate Will
It is-
Ferrell.
You're not.
He's
gonna
not
hate it.
funny.
You are not.
you're
gonna hate it.
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
You're
So
wrong.
this is like current stuff going on right now. Like all the kids are going back to school and they're rushing. This is massive to get in. And now there are people paying, like parents are paying coaches to coach them to get into the sorority.
Oh my God.
$6,500.
Jeez.
Coaches charge $3,000 to $12,000 and offer advice on outfits, social media profiles, and social norms.
Jeez. So dumb.
So Liquidity quoted that and said, "I've heard enough. Send the asteroids in." Wait, what's your guys' take on that from a personal finance standpoint?
Terrible use of capital.
Okay, dude. Let's like.
It tells you old people have way too much money.
What about Joy Score? But that is like the ultimate keeping up with the Joneses thing. I think, which is why I think it's weird. Do you guys ever like see this poly market stuff? This was the other thing I wanted to go over.
It's pretty interesting.
It is like really taken off.
Yeah.
It is like gambling and stock market combined
But now
into
you
like
can
one crazy
do
thing.
like sports gambling on it and
Yep.
stuff, right?
This is why
You can basically make your own props.
I wanted to go over some of
There's
the.
a big problem with this, isn't there? Like because FanDuel and DraftKings have to pay like 50% of their profits to the state,
and isn't Polymarket overseas?
well, I don't think Polymarket is considered gambling the same way as sports betting is something different than what you're doing on
I got you.
Polymarket.
Yeah.
And so there's but you can kind of do the same things. Like you can bet on who's going to win the Super Bowl on Polymarket
Yep.
and on DraftKings. One of them has to pay tax, the other one doesn't.
So these are some of the hottest 100 prediction and odds right now on Polymarket. So which artist will have a Billboard #1 song this year? 75% of people are saying Mariah Carey. I guess I don't know what the deal is with that. Highest temperature in Hong Kong on August 14th. We should maybe sell. People are betting on this. This is crazy.
People are putting money on this stuff.
Highest temperature in Hong Kong. $176,000 went into that today. Just today.
Jeez.
100% of people are betting 30
What do you guys
degrees
think
Celsius.
about
By the way.
like gambling? How as an industry, what's the size like growth they've experienced since has all been kind of like legalized?
It's kind of concerning.
It's got to be a
Yeah,
problem.
I think I just saw DraftKings is now in all 50 states. I mean, like they were in like 17 states 3 years ago.
How much money was like at least tracked? I mean, obviously people use bookies and
Yeah.
whatever, and you would never know. But
Well, they're gonna know now.
how much money is now flowing through gambling
No.
compared to 10 years ago?
This is so like whatever that number is. I don't know what
It's got to be enormous.
that all of that was off the books 5 years ago.
Right.
However, 7 years ago, whatever it was. I want to know that number. I'm actually kind of interested.
What's the tax revenue off of it? It's got to
gotta
be
massive,
crazy,
massive.
which is why they,
Yeah.
let's be honest, that's why they legalized it.
I've noticed a huge difference in what we're getting for that tax.
Oh, here we go.
Noticed a massive difference.
Oh my God. Largest financing deal ever on Wall Street coming together. A consortium of private equity firms are putting together a deal to lend NVIDIA. Do you guys want to guess how much money this is?
I don't know. $500 billion.
$500 billion.
Josh Brown says this is a good thing.
Well, yeah, another gajillion dollars for AI, dude. $500 billion. So Blackstone, BlackRock, Brookfield, Goldman, KKR, all backing it.
Essentially making, isn't it like basically they're creating finance like debt related to the chip making?
Yes.
That you can invest into like mortgages.
Come again?
There's a bubble.
That's probably wrong what I just said, but
yeah, no, we need to figure this out.
Essentially they're trying to say like just like you can finance a home and
you're saying you can do long-term financing data centers.
Yes,
okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
It's risky but brilliant.
That actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And it gets rid of like again, I don't know anything, by the way. This is all what I heard on another podcast that's way bigger than ours.
You're kidding.
I don't know what the hell they say. But it ends the argument about circular financing. Basically, like the Meta and Google and whoever, all this money just keeps passing hands and going around in a circle, right? It ends that conversation. It ends that like risk of, well, the circular financing stops. They're getting it now outside, and there's going to be millions and millions of people that are financing this versus 4 companies financing this. Yeah. That makes sense? Yeah. So it spreads the risk out a lot more than if those 5 companies just kept passing money around to each other. It now basically says, hey, Nate, Mark, you're taking on some of this risk too.
Nice.
Yeah. Last thing. Anthropic is projected to IPO by the end of October. What's that?
$2 trillion.
What?
$2 trillion is what I saw.
What was SpaceX?
1.7.
This guy says memes if Anthropic IPO goes well. Memes if Anthropic IPO. Which is kind of hilarious. Yeah. This is, I just like the greatest thing about all this. I'm sorry, it's just the memes. Like the stock market has really produced a level of meme culture we need to just be alive for.
Dude, it's eating SpaceX's IPO for breakfast though. It's no problem. We are able to handle.
Well, SpaceX like isn't really a like. It's just like it's not a predominantly AI company.
It is.
Not like Anthropic, though.
If you read their IPO documents, they're an AI company.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But what do they do?
XAI is.
That's like where I think there's some fraud in this company. Not fraud, but like,
dude,
I don't know. I thought there was just
he's a billion steps ahead of you.
Yeah.
What does he do? What do they do though?
They're
trying to get you to Mars
like faster than anywhere.
I thought SpaceX was just trying to get you to Mars.
That's part of
that was what I was going to say. It's like that's what my thought was, but then you read what they actually are.
They build data centers. They're going to build data centers in space.
That's like probably a loss leader for their company.
Yeah. They send up satellites for data centers and whatever technology they're
going to have data centers in space.
Wait, are they the ones that put the substation on the Niners practice facility?
I just heard I listen to Bills radio every morning nowadays, and there's like some documentary coming out on this now. Like some or maybe it's a podcast. There's like a 14. There's gonna be like multiple episode. Like someone has gone in and is like doing the research and putting out something.
Dude, they're
on the substations on the 49ers.
Leading.
They got injuries,
for like a long
dude.
time.
They had 20% of their players were injured the other week. There is a Twitter account that is the Niners substation. They said that Christian McCaffrey was vaporized during practice.
This is so concerning though. Like, what is happening?
Have you seen the picture? It is right. It is literally right there. It's literally right next to it.
Yeah, that's weird.
What is that though? Is that an AI data center or what is this? What is the substation?
Plant or something like that.
No, it's been there forever.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
I thought it was just this year.
No.
Then why are they just like memeing it this year?
Because it's just come out in the last couple years about like people saying like Wi-Fi is like
bad for
us or whatever. So somehow somebody eventually figured out like probably some 49ers fan was like, wait, there's an electrical station next to the field. And everyone's saying like all this stuff's bad for us. Like maybe this is why all of these injuries are happening.
Gets injured every year.
Dude, and then like Christian McCaffrey doesn't did you guys hear he he turns off his Wi-Fi in his house when he sleeps.
No.
Yeah. Every night.
Come on.
Does that mean his like security system doesn't work?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's not smart. Not smart.
All right.
All right, guys.
We've had enough of this.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening.
Get bugs when you get to the office.
There you
Get
go.
Handshakes when you get to the office.
That's your Max or Dash advice of the week.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to the
hugs.
Max Shares podcast. We will catch you guys in the next one.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth.